I'm here to talk to you about running. More specifically, the runners involved. What it's like being a runner? How do you start being a runner? Simple questions like that. And I can only imagine if someone, the average person being asked, hey, do you want to go out and run? Do you want to go be a runner? They say, no. No, I don't. I don't want to run. Why would anyone purposely do that? It sucks. It hurts. Your legs hurt. Your lungs hurt. Everything sucks. But you know, I would agree with you 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I was 1.5 feet shorter, kind of chubby, thinking to myself, I'll never be a runner. Watching my brother go through his cross-country meets, thinking to myself, never do that. He looks in so much pain, and he's a good runner. Why is he putting himself through all that pain? Why is he going the hard route? But you know, I've changed a whole lot since then. And I can really contribute a lot of that growth, a lot of that change to the running co-culture. So I thought I'd take you through that kind of whole experience and transformation I've had throughout my life due to this running co-culture. Starting with how I started. I joined Westminster Cross Country freshman year. Not out of my own free will, by the way. I was put into it. My whole family have been runners, so they decided I was going to do cross country. I wasn't happy about it. So in the first few practices, I was the slowest guy there. I wasn't fit for it. We did a group run, and they kept on having to slow down for me. It was humiliating. I hated it. But you know, at the end of the run, every single person in the front of the pack, really, great job, Ethan. Great job sticking with us. I was confused almost because I felt weak, felt pathetic, but I wasn't treated like that. I was treated like a guy giving his all. And that's what's kind of stuck with me. And I don't know, further on in that season, I was watching a race at Winter's Mill. And it was one of the last races of the season. And there was this larger dude at the end of the race. And I was watching him come through, and I was thinking to myself, who is that guy? Why is he still here? He looks old. He looks old. Why is he still doing this? Shouldn't he have seen a little bit more improvement, a little bit more, like, good health from this? And I asked my dad, hey, who is that? And he says, that's one of Winter Mill's seniors. He's been doing this for 4 years. He's finished the race like that every single time for the past 4 years. So that stuck with me. I was thinking to myself, why? Why did he stay there all those years? Why did he keep on doing that to himself? Well, I'll answer that right now. It takes me to my next point, talking about what do you get out of running? What does it change your character? How does it help you? And the one guaranteed result I can tell you is that determination. John L. Parker Jr. is a book writer and a runner himself. He wrote a book called Once a Runner. He called it the trial of miles in his story. It's the trial of going through every practice, giving it your all, working it. And you get that a little bit of result. You get that little bit of happiness. You get those high fives at the end. You get a lot of people cheering you on. And that keeps you around. If you can go through the trials, you get results. You get a little bit of happiness. You feel home. And that is why that guy stuck around. Of course, to my common belief. And now that I've talked about most of the good things in running, I think to my third point here, I'm going to talk about a few of the not so good things. It's a very unforgiving sport. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. It's a very hard sport. It's one of the only sports that you can compare yourself to future generations, where my dad can compare his high school times to mine, because length of 400 meters hasn't changed. The mile length hasn't changed in all this time. And you know, my dad's faster than me. I've had to deal with that. It's just how it is. Unless I'm going to work myself to get a little bit faster, a little bit quicker, I'm not going to beat him. So he knows he's better than me because of a number. In running, you are a number. And that number is who you are. That jargon of pace, split, timing, 400, 1600, that's all things you learn in running, and you become a number. And it's a very hard thing to get used to, but it's also strangely comforting once you get used to it, knowing that if you see somebody's number who's a little bit larger than yours, you can think, okay, I can beat this guy. I can pace with this guy. A little bit less than yours, okay, maybe I'm pushing myself to beat this guy. It's a very strange thing to get used to, a very unique form of communication. And that brings me to my closure here. Running isn't for everyone. As much as I would love to encourage everyone to run, because it's done great things for me, great things for our community, it's not for everyone. It's rough, it's unforgiving, but at the same time, it's uplifting, it's very useful to the human mind, it's great. So I'll leave it at, running isn't for everyone, but I can guarantee that running is for someone like me. Thank you.